Hello there guys, Bilbo10000 here, bringing you another Super Smash Bros. Ultimate leak discussion video, and today I am going to be talking about a very popular image leak that surfaced about 2 days ago, and people have been wanting my opinion on it, and I've given a few tweets and stuff just in response, but I thought I'd make a full-on video because there's just enough content here that it is worth covering. So, this is the original image. There are 7 different renders and a question mark, which is relatively similar to a leak from the Smash 4 era, which I'm going to show on screen now. So I think that this leaker was trying to instill the same sort of feeling that that leak gave, and I think that was a very purposeful choice. The 7 characters that have been leaked are Agnes, the Chorus Kids, Isaac, Ken, Isabelle, Shadow, and Skull Kid. Now, is this true? Is this a real leak? No, it really isn't. So, there is a big red flag in the fact that the quality of the 7 images shown are completely different. Agnes is exceptionally clear, and Ken and Isaac to an extent are as well. However, then you have Isabelle and Skull Kid who are blurry beyond belief. The Chorus Kid just doesn't look right, and Shadow? His angle is slightly off. It looks a bit tilted compared to how a render would normally be. Also, just comparing these renders to the ones that have already been shown in Smash Ultimate, there is a very clear difference. And there are a lot of people who have actually analyzed these leaks. YouTubers, Smash speculators, people on my own Discord have been analysing the leak as well, and yeah, it's fake. So let's just go through these characters one at a time. Agnes, first things first, the hair is parted on the wrong side of her face, and her eye is an exact copy of Palutena's eye, which Push Dustin on Source Gaming's Twitter, from Source Gaming, found out on Twitter. He pointed this out. He's actually pointed out quite a lot, so I'm actually gonna have some screenshots of his tweets, and I'll link to his Twitter down below. But he's got basically the same points as me about how it is similar to the Smash 4 leak, how Agnes just doesn't look right, her hair, especially compared to Lucina, just doesn't look right. Everyone's been noting that Ken's eyebrows are exceptionally similar to that of Ryu's, and I do agree. I think there is a bit of an overlap there. It just, most of these pictures don't look right. They don't look like they match. If they're all meant to be coming from the same game, then they kind of have to have a similar feel. On top of that, there is a picture of Skull Kid that looks exceptionally similar to that specific render, which I'm going to put on screen now, which was shown by one of my friends on Discord. And on top of that, there are a few other images that were actually shown. There is an image here of Shadow, Chorus Kids, Agnes, and Wario all in one sort of battle. And I'm looking at Shadow, and I'm looking at Agnes, and it looks fake. Shadow doesn't look like he's got a render, it looks like he's been painted, if you just look at his render specifically. On top of this, Shadow's render looks startlingly similar to the same pose that Sonic is doing in his ultimate render, which means that they could have used it as a base, which is never a good thing when it comes to your leaks. And obviously looking at Agnes here, her hair looks extremely painted, it doesn't look right, it just doesn't feel like an actual ultimate render. It looks kind of soulless, if in all honesty. Even just comparing her skin to Wario's skin, who's using an official render right next to her, there is a very clear difference. But really, I think what most people wanted me to take a look at was the Isaac picture. So, there is a bigger picture of Isaac and his full render, quote unquote, and I'm taking a look at it, and it doesn't look fleshed out enough for it to be an official ultimate render. I have looked at these ultimate renders, and that Isaac render right there, it needs more work. It feels like it's a 2D image, like it came from the montage, whereas the renders are 3D images, and it doesn't look particularly right. His face doesn't look right at all, but his hair in the right lighting does look good, and I actually do like the design that they've used with his clothing. They've kind of merged his Dark Dawn and original outfits, and it looks really cool, but his face just looks wrong. Those eyes do not look right, and I think Isaac's eyes are one of the toughest parts to get right regarding his character. I'd also say that he's holding a sword in his render, and I just, you know, he's not a sword fighter. He's really not. I mean, if he was going to be holding a sword, he'd be holding a Gaia blade. He would not be holding a generic sword. He has a specific sword in Golden Sun that is mostly attributed to him, and that is not it. So, as the resident Isaac guy, this doesn't convince me in the slightest, even if it does look okay, and I like the design aside from the face. The face is horrific. But yeah, this entire image leak, just looking at all of the images, it's inconsistent, and I don't think that we're going to have any actual proper image leaks going forwards, at least for a little while, because so far, all we know is that there are the only demo is the E3 demo that's been out, and after seeing the ESRB leak back in Smash 4 and what happened to the person who caused that leak, I imagine people aren't really that tempted to start leaking pictures, especially this early, this far away from release. You'd be risking not only your job, but your credibility and your chances of getting employed in the future, so I don't see anyone risking it. So, my personal opinion, this leak is fake, but what do you guys think in the comments below? Leave your thoughts, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah, goodbye.